Yo guys, Nahman here. I just want to talk about Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze right now for the Switch and how it's such a good game. This is a full disclaimer, I never played this game for the Wii U, so I don't really know what I'm talking about in terms of differences between them. So if it's your first time, I highly recommend getting this game first of all, but if it's a Wii U, I can't really judge for that because I never done it before. I also haven't played any other of the Donkey Kong Country games, so I don't really know where my heart lies with this series yet, or if it's been difficult in the previous ones, but just letting you guys know. Right off the bat, I want to say this game is such a good fucking game on the Switch if you haven't played it before, and I'm going to break it down into 3 sections. Music, visuals, difficulty. I'm going to talk about visuals real quick, and bottom line, I just want to say right now that these visuals look goddamn amazing on the Switch. Just take a look at the first scene. You can literally see the fucking hairs off of Donkey Kong while the penguins are invading Kong's island, man. It's so fucking good looking. Even out of cutscene, this game is presented very perfectly. Look at all the color that's going on. I love how it's nice and bright. Although Nintendo does that all the time, I'm just tired of seeing PC games in their fucking gritty ass colors. Look at Donkey Kong's animations. Pretty well done, honestly. Like, I really like how the animations are nice and smooth. And even like the ambience is very, like, there's a lot going on in the ambience. So it kind of captures that jungly vibe that Donkey Kong has. And another thing I want to mention is during the game, they switch up perspectives on you. Like, it's not just a side scroller. It's like sometimes they'll change it up, and it makes it a little more difficult. But it's a nice feature that they added without adding like new mechanics to the actual gameplay. They just changed up how the game looked. But we all know AAA developers can make really nice looking graphics easily now, right? So what about the music I was talking about? And the music, honestly, on par with Super Mario Odyssey's or better. It's fucking just so good. Listen to this first boss music. I wish there were like playable characters more of an assist characters though. Well, it's good, dude. Okay, for real, I really like how they tell a story with music. And the cool thing about that first cutscene for the first boss was how the music kind of tells a story. You know, there's Norse kind of like metal rock or whatever you fucking want to call it for whenever the penguins are showing up, and then that funky vibe for whenever the Kongs were on screen. And I think that's really cool. That never really has been done in a long time besides that one indie game that's fucking totally based off music, but that's besides the point. When you hit enemies, notes play. When you jump off of fucking cannons, notes play in the music, and it ties in well. Like, how you play the game actually affects the music dynamically, and I think that even if it's in a small way, I think that's really fucking cool. One thing I want to mention though that kind of falls off about the music, even though it is great, they don't tell a story with the music the whole time. I don't know why they didn't keep it consistent. They totally stopped after like making it a story after the first boss scene, and I was kind of disappointed because I was waiting to hear more of that sick ass music. So I straight up give music a good 9 out of 10. I just wish they kept it consistent with the storytelling. The last thing I want to talk about now is the difficulty that I mentioned. Now, I'm not the best fucking player on PC or anything, to be honest, but you know, I'm alright. But this fucking game, I had so much trouble with, like just at the start. I don't know what it was. And I like difficult games. I'm not complaining. I really like it when games are not overly easy. It's better for a game to be difficult than to be too easy for you. But sometimes I thought that it was more because of the controls wouldn't react on time. Mind you, I was playing on a capture card, so there is a quarter-second delay, so I could be wrong. But I had some clunky-ass controls, I'm gonna tell you. The triggers sometimes didn't work. That's one thing I need to like just slam down to right now. It was kind of hard sometimes because of the controls itself, not the actual gameplay. But in terms of the rest of the gameplay, it was great. I loved how they kind of made you think for yourself. Like, they would show you a mechanic kind of smoothly, and then right after they showed you the mechanic, there'll be like stage 2, for example, where there would be like a more difficult part to it. I thought that was really cool. But my favorite thing, and the thing that I thought that made this game the most difficult, was the fucking boss fights. Were so good in this game, man. I can't even tell you. Instead of that boring ass, here's phase 2, here's one mechanic only for the new phase bullshit, Donkey Kong switches it up, and you're like, here's phase 2, here's at least 2 mechanics, at most 4 new mechanics for each phase, and I think that's really good. It makes the game more fresh, more challenging, and more fun if you're into that challenging shit. Like the quality I can compare to Donkey Kong bosses to is probably Dark Souls 1 or Sonic Mania's bosses. Like, they're really worth remembering. Like, if you guys played this game a lot, let me know if you guys died a lot, because I definitely did. Besides the bosses in this game has so many secret areas to get collectibles and whatnot, I can't even find them that well. That's how well hidden they are. That's all I had to say about secrets. Overall, if you haven't played the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze game yet on Wii U, I recommend definitely buying it on the Switch because it is a fun game. You will have a good time, and it will be difficult too and kind of rewarding. I give it an 8.5. If you don't have the Wii U version, I can't really judge for you. I'm sorry, I just don't want to give a bad review for a replayable game. I hope you guys enjoyed these reviews. I don't really know how to do these yet. I promise I'll get better since this is my first time only. So let me know how I did and what I should change. But thanks guys for watching this kind of review-ish kind of video of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on Switch. And I hope to see you guys again.